went to have a beer at Mad Pecker Brewery. I had like some watermelon beer. It's pretty strong though. It was like 10% alcohol. But anyway, we're just here sitting around outside, and I'm gonna review Rituals. Been meaning to do this one too. This is a really good movie. It's one I read about in Fangoria, and you know it's one of those backwoods horror. I guess you could even say like action adventure movie. But you know I really like backwoods horror movies. Chainsaw, Hills Have Eyes, and I think are two of the best. And then you know you have like movies set in the woods that kind of you know go different directions. And Chainsaw and Hills Have Eyes, like you know like The Forest and Don't Go Into the Woods Alone. You know those are good movies too. The Rituals is one I had never heard of, and it sounded really good. You can see that's the one I got. And it's got Hal Holbrook. He's like the main, like you know, the big star in it. And you might remember him from Creep Show with the section with the crate. You know, that guy. But anyway, Rituals. It's about 5 doctors that go deep into the Canadian wilderness for like their annual camping trip. And you know they're all good friends. 2 of them are brothers. And you know the first night. You know, they go far into the woods, into the wilderness. And they even talk. It's this place called. It's called like the Cauldron. Yeah. You know, they set up camp. They're having a good time. They're drinking, hanging out, singing. And when they wake up in the morning, 4 of the 5 guys, their boots are missing. So I mean, they're freaking out that their boots are gone. But then you know that someone took them, which is freaky. So the one guy that does have his boots, he says, well, I'm gonna hike to this dam. There's got to be somebody there. I'll get help. We'll come back and we'll get out of here, because they can't pretty much do anything without boots when you're in the woods. So that guy takes off, and they're there, and then they're worried. They know they think someone's out there. But then one of the guys, I think, brings up that it was maybe the guy that left to go get help. Maybe he did it. And the guy's, oh, well, that's my brother. He wouldn't do that. So they have to camp out still. And then one of the guys finds the severed head of a deer on a stick. So now they're more aware. They know there's someone out there doing this to them. And and from there it just escalates further and further to where. There's a part where they're kind of bummed out, and I couldn't tell if it fell or the guy threw it. Someone threw a bee's nest, in their midst, so they got to run from that. They all jump over this hill. One of the guys gets hurt, so now they have to help him. And after that, they're thinking, well, maybe it's someone that we screwed over, a patient, something that just wants revenge against us for something that we did to them, but they can't really think of anything they might have done. And then it just starts turmoil between the 3 guys, and it just gets worse and worse. The Rituals, it's really good. I don't want to give any more away than that. And it's not gory, but there is some death and violence definitely in it. And then at the end, when you finally do see what's doing all of this to them, it was pretty freaky, kind of shocking when you find out, because they never show who's doing this to them until the very end, which is really good. It helped build the tension, and it's a really good movie. And finally, when it gets towards the end, they're trying to trek out of there. It just looks like an alien landscape. Looks like they're on the moon or just some distant planet. I mean, it's a Canadian wilderness, but it just looks so desolate, so far from civilization that you'd think you would never get over there, which helped the movie be even better. Hal Holbrook is really good. The movies, I haven't seen him in that many movies, but he's always pretty calm, collected guy. When you get to see him lose it. I was thinking, nothing's gonna crack Holbrook. He's a tough guy. He's smart, always keeps his wits about him. But no, finally everything gets to him, and he starts losing it. That was cool to see. I got mine from Cinema de Bazaar, which if you've seen any of my other videos where I reviewed the movies I've gotten from them, it just doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what happened to the guy, just stopped doing it. But there is a proper DVD release from the company, Code Red, I think it's called. And then they still have VHS copies that you could get. So it's available. And if you like all the backwoods horror movies, this is probably one of the better ones that I've seen. And one of the more obscure too. If you've seen Just Before Dawn, which is a really good movie, I think Rituals is even better than that. So, just totally another total recommendation for me to you if you like just looking for a good horror movie. Like, this one, it's really not any humor in it. It doesn't take stuff lightly. It's pretty serious and dramatic and pretty hard hitting for that too. It's really good. And let's see what else I can say about it. My copy, it's really not that good. It's like almost like a copy of a VHS tape quality. Maybe I'll get like the Code Red, but I mean this one's pretty good. I have a little TV that I've hooked up my old DVD player to. It looks okay on that. But Rituals, if you haven't seen it, and you're always looking for like old horror movies that you've missed, I say get it. You can't go wrong with Rituals. And that'll be it for now. I wanna thank one of my Facebook friends, Vic Stone, for letting me use his music. Thanks, Vic. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna have other cool bands for intros to my videos. And that's pretty much it. And I'll see you later. I'm gonna go drink some more beer.